te soppa mbooloo bi lool te bëgg si am ay information boobu léegi amuñu si ma war loolu def benn discours bu ndaw nga may ma tuuti rek na introduire Mame Khady Ndoye su ko defee mu daal def discours bi en anglais ngeen baal ñu wax. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Dear Khalid, brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. We do know that because of the internet, the world of today has become a very small village. That is one of the reasons why we have decided to make a speech in English to help English people well understand the vision of the mission of Khalid Mouhamed Seyni. So now I will give the floor to Mame Khady Ndoye to read the speech carefully and fluently. Thank you very much. Mame Khady.
أعوذ بكلمة الله التامة من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Dear Khalid, dear Muslims and Christians, brothers and sisters of the world, we are greeting you and welcome you to the 18th commemoration of the spiritual descent of Mouhamed Seyni Gueye, whose baptismal name is Seyni Gueye, born the 19th of July 1926 at Wakam, a small village in the region of Dakar, capital of Senegal, and son of Daouda and Aminata Dieng. After attending Quranic school, he studied French until his graduation accounting at Chamber of Commerce of Dakar. He was an accountant in the construction of the Great Mosque of Touba, a holy place. Shortly before the inauguration of the mosque in 1963 by Seyni Fallou, an important fact upset his life. It was a vision that he had on the night of October from the 30th to the 31st, 1962. I saw in the sky of Touba the words, Allahu Ahada Anzaluhu, written in black. That means God promised to bring it down. Then the word Al-Huda, which means gratitude. He had a spiritual retreat of 14 years, from 1963 to 1977, made of privation and suffering with his family. Mouhamed Gorgui Seyni Gueye's mission is to purify hearts and unite people around these three concepts: Al-Huda, Tahwala, Aslaha, which mean gratitude, faith in God, purity. Mouhamed Seyni Gueye said that no situation like famine, economic crisis, social, financial, political problems wouldn't be solved without these ladders. And it is in this context that he had enumerated these following words. We must seek refuge to God to overcome suffering and misery that we are currently experiencing, for this world economic crisis is not scientific or technical. It is certainly spiritual. Nowadays, our civilization of love and modesty, however, is not appreciated. Islam, our religion, is defiled, trampled by youngsters who are indulging into drugs, alcohol, dancing as Europeans do, and giving themselves into sexuality, adultery, fornication, etc. Individualism and materialism are deeply shaken our consciousness. Oh, people of earth, let's stop practicing adultery, telling lies, intending or not doing harm things, for such acts are ruining our heart and predispose us to misfortunes. Oh, people of earth, it's time, it is high time that we submitted to the will of Allah by practicing the 5 daily prayers and accepting all the recommendations of the Holy Quran. Then we can ask and definitely get the grace of our Lord. Islam is the source of well-being. It brings happiness and prosperity and prevents us from misfortune and sadness, knowing that what we want does not happen necessarily. God's will is and remains the only truth. We are hungry. We are thirsty. and that mustn't last. The world will find its balance stable in peace and food self-sufficiency. Spirits should be awakened and converted mentalities, shift ideas, and spurring consciousness in the way of searching for a socio-economic solution to the food problems. Only our obedience to the will of Allah will restore peace and security in the world. The man, can he be wiser than he who created him? Certainly not. Man is an agent of peace and prosperity, and to be honest, well-being on the planet Earth as long as his conscience allows him to remain faithful to God and just deal with his culture, his development, and his fraternal relationship with his kind. Currently, his son and Khalid Mouhamed Gueye continue the great work of the mission. May God give him health, long life, and peace so that he can enlighten us the numerous questions we are facing. May God guide us on the right path.